Have you ever wondered if you can make Mtura out of rabbit? Well, here's what happens when you let your intrusive thoughts win. So come with me as I abuse my free will, because today we are having a Muratina, Matcha Tea, Mtura, Mrenda, Ugali and Smocha fine dining experience. Dice up yellow onions, done. Celery diced up, done. Dice up your leeks, done. Carrots diced up, done. Thinly slice the leafy greens from your leeks, done. Spring onions thinly sliced, done. Red onions diced up, done. Deseed and diced ripe tomatoes, done. Fresh coriander roughly chopped, done. Our banana peels that have now dehydrated and dried out onto a charcoal grill, and we are going to burn it down into ashes that's going to settle in the pan for easier collection. Go in the water in a bowl, collecting your banana peel ash into a filter and into a bowl, topping it with water. Filter the water through the ash, and you've just made chereka or munyu, traditionally used to tenderize meat and vegetables. But today we are using it to tenderize our ugali by saturating it to a crumble and into a steamer basket. Chop into small pieces your organ meats and any other cars that only look good inside a sausage, and into a hot pan with a bit of oil, going with onions, celery, carrots, leeks, seasoning with salt. Saute to wheel down, going in with ginger and garlic. Saute till fragrant, in with your meat filling, sauteing before going in with Muratina, Kenya's traditional brew. Deglaze your pan and let the filling cook in Muratina instead of water, and once tender, add in your green onions and the leafy greens off your leeks. Saute to infuse, turn off the heat, going in with fresh coriander, and what's left is to let this cool down before stuffing our Mtura. Our ugali has been steaming in chereka and has now tenderized the starches and proteins onto a sheet pan and into the oven to dry out. Our Mrenda from earlier has now dehydrated and dried out. Pulse it down in a food processor or spice grinder, and your vibrant green Mrenda powder is done. Set this aside for later, and once your ugali flour is dried out, transfer into a food processor, breaking all the lumps, and we're going to knead it finer than this. So into a mortar and pestle, grind down your non-externalized maize meal into a powder-like consistency almost similar to all-purpose flour. Transfer into a mixing bowl alongside some of our Mrenda powder, seasoning with salt, pouring in water, kneading to incorporate. Let your dough rest. In the meantime, I stuff my Mtura once it had cooled down and onto a hot charcoal grill. Constantly flip over low heat, and our Mtura filling is already cooked. We just need to get them nicely brown and charred with that authentic smoky Mtura aroma. Cook your ugali Mrenda tortillas and set aside. I had some leftover Mrenda powder with me, and I decided to make some matcha tea to cool and wash everything down. Whisk in Mrenda with a bit of water, getting rid of any lumps before going in with hot water, and you're going to mix, pouring your Mrenda matcha into a glass with ice cubes and evaporated milk. And these are plated it with some tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, kachumbari, and our Mrenda powder to make the plate look pretty, and it was time to dig in. A plate that tells the story of Kenya through its street food and indigenous ingredients, a meeting point between foods that have been with us for generations and street trendy food culture that came later. Enjoy.